Hello. It is May 1st, 2024. The first third of the year is gone, never to be seen again. I'm back in suburbia where I started this travel chapter, or before I started this travel chapter, and here we are again. It's always fascinating when you return to a place, whether literally or metaphorically, and so much has changed. The edges, the texture feel different. You feel different. There's this quote by Heraclitus that I'm probably butchering, but it goes something like, "No man ever steps into the same river twice. For the river is never the same, nor is the man." And I can say that after 8 months of traveling, 7 months solo, I've changed quite a bit. Maybe not externally, but internally. And there's a lot I could say about what these changes are, or realizations rather. But I'd say one that really stands out to me, at least that I want to talk about right now, is that life is pure circumstance. It is. Really sit with it. We like to believe that we have so much control in life, but really, the most groundbreaking, the most monumental moments of our lives, we didn't really have much agency. And it all starts with birth. Did you really have any agency over the life, the circumstances you were born into? I know I didn't. That's for damn sure. Otherwise, I probably would have chosen to be born a Hemsworth or something. Or like the kid of Jeff Bezos. Something like that. On paper, at least, right? But I didn't. And neither did you. And you think this is something that you can just realize. Like, duh, no shit. But it's amplified all the more when you travel. When you go to all these places that are so far from home, so different from home, yet also not different at all. Because as I traveled throughout the world, across Asia, across Europe, as much as there are subtle differences from place to place, the constant is the humanity in each place. You may not understand the language, you may not understand the customs, but you do understand what it is to be human, what it is to navigate the melodrama of it all, of finding that career, that vocation, that puts a roof over your head, food in your stomachs, and just maybe, brings you a little bit of joy and fulfillment. What it is to find love, to open yourself enough to receive it. And to just experience the littlest things. That much we all share as humans. Yet, despite what we share, we oftentimes focus on the differences. We focus on the level of melanin in your skin or mine, the reproductive organs, born with or not, class, college education, on and on and on and on and on, fucking on. When you really wind it back and back and back and back, you really go beyond. How much agency do you have over any of that? You might be saying, a lot. You made a lot of choices along the way. Yeah, you did. But at the same time, all those choices you made weren't all of them colored by the circumstances you were born into. The circumstances you had no control over. Let's take myself as an example. My dad, the oldest of three brothers, is the only person from both, well, including my mom, but our family, our nuclear family, is the only family of all the other siblings on my dad's side, a sibling on my mom's side, that came to the US. In another world, another multiverse, I am the Chinese cousin trying to communicate in Chinglish with my American born cousin. What if my parents hadn't been able to make it, to be able to carve out a life where I was given so many privileges that so many other people, so many other immigrant children don't receive? I think about this one all the time where, I mean, it's like a meme, but it's so real. But when you go to a Chinese restaurant and you see a kid who is clearly underage working there, you don't really think about it. But once again, how thin, how essentially non existent is that line between you and them? That circumstances unfolded in a way where they were born serving you and not the other way around. We like to claim, especially in a place like the United States and in a lot of Western countries, that you can really haul yourself up by your bootstraps, that individual effort is all that's needed to really carve out a life for yourself. I won't dispute that effort is important, but I will dispute that it's that easy. Because we had no choice over the circumstances, the privileges we were given, and also the layers of conditioning to work through that enable one person to pursue their dreams and another person to feel trapped by their inability to believe they can reach those dreams. It's pure circumstance. Everything is colored by it. And yet, it's these same circumstances that we judge others on, that we create separation on, right? It's, you're from this country, I'm from this country, you're this gender, I'm that one, you're this class, I'm this class, on and on and on. The things that we have no control over, the things that are affected by the circumstances we're born into. And beneath it all, beneath all that which we use to create separation, is a oneness, a unity in what we all are. What we all want, we all desire from this life. Love, connection, belonging. And it's this realization that deepens my compassion for people, for life. It's not always easy to dissolve the story of separation, the veil of separation that we typically view life through, just like a lens. But we can, if we really, really put in that effort, that good old individual intentional effort. Because how much different would your experience in life be if you're relating to those around you rather than separating yourself? There's a deeper sense of connection and belonging, a deeper knowing of love. To be able to go anywhere in the world, whether it's suburbia, whether it is an island or a city, across the world, in lands you've never been to, but very well could have been in another roll of the dice. You know there's nothing different. Nothing different at all. So we all share the same humanity, the same beingness beneath it all. And that is the most impactful realization I've had in 7 months I spent solo traveling. It's a realization that will continue to shape and color my experience, even as I return to normalcy, but a new normalcy that is affected by how I am within, rather than how I am out here to what you see. So I encourage you, you can decide to quit your job and travel the world if you want. Highly encourage and recommend it if you're able to. And again, so many privileges I was afforded by circumstance that enabled me to make this kind of decision. But you can also, in the comforts of your room, of right here, right now, really sit with that. Really muse on it. That life is pure circumstance. And just see how that change from within changes how you experience out here. So, with that, thank you. I am grateful for your time and your presence, and I wish you an absolutely lovely rest of your day.